Hello everyone. Welcome back to more Pokemon Blue. Today, the No I O or U challenge. As you can see, our squad is trained up and ready to go. I mean, but they were all kind of half dead at the start of the stream, but you know, it's fine. God, we got a Magmar next time. Now. We're in Saffron right now, so the very first thing we're going to be doing is taking on the Fighting Dojo and hopefully not losing terribly. You know what? Tiapa's probably going to do better than Ducks, I'm going to be honest. I'm glad the entire town has been taken over by Team Rocket, and like nobody cares. Also, like it's very funny how like they didn't even bother trying to occupy the fighting type gym. Like they knew these guys were a bunch of losers. Hooah! You're trespassing in our fighting dojo. I should probably send Farfetch out for the weak ones, though, huh? Yeah. Come on, Ducks! Oh yeah, I think Ducks learned Slash while we were training, so... He's like almost decent now. It's a good thing. Primeape's not very bulky, we can handle that. He don't even want the attention. Yeah, Team Rocket uses, Team Rocket knows how garbage fighting types, even Team Rocket knows how garbage fighting types are in Gen 1. They know they don't need to bother. They also use a lot of poison types, and you're like, oh hey, look at that, poison type actually being useful in Gen 1. Crazy. Choke that. Might not one-shot that. Machoke might be bulky. Did that take fly? Yeah, oh no. Look at that. We'll probably send out Kadabra for like the boss, though. That's a strong Ducks. Hello, Stardust. Welcome to the stream. Yup. Exit. Nice crit. That's a lot of experience. Stubbed fingers. We were just talking about how these guys aren't even worth Team Rocket's attention, which is just really, really sad. Like, imagine Team Rocket of all people are like, nah, these guys are kind of chumps. They saw me playing this and said we need to put out Fire Red and Leaf Green too. You're so right. They saw me taking this nonsensical challenge, and I'm like, alright, come on, these guys need more Pokemon news. They're going insane. Like, look at these challenges. What the hell are they doing? We need to give them this 7 days before Pokemon Day. They're just that desperate for news. Grunt, I am the Karate Master. I am the leader here. You wish to challenge us, expect no mercy. Fwah! As for royalties, I should. Hitmonlee. And Hitmonchan. Well, that was fun. Oh, I know those Hitmons. They're trash in this game, like all the other fighting types. Well, Hitmonlee's probably better, but like, come on. Alright, time to clear out Self-Co. So this is like endgame team, unless I try to do something really stupid and bring Ghastly with like Psywave to the Elite Four, because I really don't want to deal with Lorelai's nonsense. That's something I could do. That's something I really don't want to do, but we'll see. Golbat. Oh, it's a Golbat! Yes! The best sprite. Oh, this guy has got 5 Mons. That's fantastic. Get out of here. You see, the Golbat didn't work, so I'm not really sure what you think the bunch of Zubats are. You kind of have to outspeed me first before you, like, think of battle of attrition or something. So, oh, okay, there you go, there you go. You're doing something. Look, 8 damage. There you go. And one more Zubat. Now remember, we came in here earlier and got the card key and beat the rival, so... we just have to clear out all the grunts. And there are like 50 billion of them in here, because Kanto has like 50 billion trainers to fight, so... like this guy. Oh, Magnemite. The most boring electric type. At least we can strength it. Oh, it didn't kill. I guess the problem with Magmar is that, like, all of his stats are pretty good. It's just, like, none of them are, like, super amazing, from what I remember. Like, it doesn't really have a, like, really terrible stat, but none of them are, like, super spectacular. also just like nothing for moves. This is Leer. It learned this shit at like level 38. Before it only had Ember and the strength I taught it through TM. And like I get it. You only get Magmar at like level 30 in the high 30s, so like why bother giving it anything before then? But still, it's kind of funny how you just catch a Magmar like level 35 and it has one move. It's interesting because you can definitely tell that, like, they were choosing things like evolution levels and moveset. See now it's learning a bunch of moves. It's learning like everything at once. You can definitely tell they were balancing the movesets and the evolution levels based on where you can find Pokemon in the story. So, naturally, like, every game kind of follows this to a limited degree, but Kanto really follows it, is that the mons you encounter early on will evolve super early in, like, the 20s, and then once you hit, like, Cycling Road and Fuchsia and the surfing routes, everything suddenly evolves in, like, the late 30s or the early 40s, which is not too bad because you're already getting them at like late 20s, early 30s, so it doesn't take them that long to evolve, as you would think. But that also kind of creates a problem in future gens, because like if you want to use Ponyta in like Generation 4, it's kind of a pain because you get that thing at like level 6. And it's like you gotta raise it all the way to 40, and it's like, that's not fun. That thing is gonna be weak for so long. Another Zubat. By the way, I taught Surf to Kangaskhan. You can't use it, but I taught it to him. I didn't have anything else. So that's just what I use to get around now. I think this lady gives you Thunder Wave. Yeah, she's a move tutor in the remix, which is funny. Yeah, there's a lot of funny Gen 1 moveset quirks. Like, why can Gyarados just learn everything? Why does Rhydon get Surf? And also Nidoking. Why does Starmie get Thunderbolt? There's a lot of funny things like that. Machek and Red Fisher. That almost makes sense. You know, maybe he just punches the ground and it opens up and it just opens up the ground from being so powerful. That's what I imagine anyway. It just punches the ground and it opens up a giant hole that you fall in. What was the move to it first? I guess it's just because they didn't have the idea of the move to it as yet. Weezing looks great. I like the second face of Weezing. It looks so confused on why it exists. Well, there we go. I'll put Krabby in front. We gotta use Krabby because we can't use Kingler. Krabby is literally only on the team because he's like the one guy who deals with rock and ground types, which, you know, is a very nice role for him. A very nice niche he's managed to carve out for himself in this hell challenge I created for myself. No, I think they specifically, prevented No God Machamp from being compatible with Fisher because all Machamps that you transfer over to future gens will start out with, like, whatever Machamp's other ability is, just so it can't have No Guard. There might be a way to do it in later gens, but now, no. Or back then, no. This was what I thought. Alright. Got that one guy who's electric types. Well, get in there, Sandslash. Light screen. Alright, slash again, and there you go. Alright, who are we bringing in for Magmar? Just bring in Camera. This is like the 50th reason we fought, and we've been here for like 10 minutes. Kill. Cameron Lesbian. We gotta keep Sandslash alive. We just keep pouring water on him and he'll survive. The poison. Remember chat, if you ever find yourself get poisoned, just keep chugging water and you'll be perfectly fine. Like bonus points if you're like in the desert and get stung by a scorpion. It's very important to stay hydrated because, not because of the desert or anything, but because of the poison. That's the real reason. I should have saved my Crabhammer, huh? Alright. Should probably take Krabby out of the front then. Especially when he's getting no experience from these things. Okay. Magmar. Well, obviously you gotta pace yourself, Alright, you gotta let the poison hurt you a little bit, then chug the water to make yourself better. You can't drink the water all at once. Yeah, he's fine. Chip. I forgot to take Krabby out of the front. Get him, ducks. Ducks stealing all the experience from my other party members because it's a traded mon. It's just like when Parasect was on the team. Guys, remember when we were using Parasect? Wasn't that awful? I'm glad we don't have to deal with that anymore. Alright, full heal. Wow, that'd be nice to use. But I can't. Wow, that'd be nice to use. Yeah. Oh yeah, this guy just hiding back here. He truly wasn't. He said some of the word. Exactly. You see the vision. You scientists always look like little kids in like like suits for me. It's probably because of their hands. Their hands just look way too small for their body. So it just looks like several kids in a suit. That's what I always thought as a kid. That the scientists were actually like multiple kids inside the scientist's clothing. And scratch. Oh, stop screeching at me. Look at his hand. Look how small his hands are. That's not an adult's hands. He's just trying to trick us. But I know better. And I get out of the front, Krabby, please. There we go. Hypno, okay, we got something here. Disable for you. Alright. Cough, cough. Alright, yeah! It's the random juggler guy who's here for some reason. One of Giovanni's gym trainers that got lost or something. That's my theory. He's got a Kadabra, so he's probably like the most more competent than like half the grunts here. We can probably just strengthen him, right? Yes. Mr. Mime? This might be the only dude who has a Mr. Mime in this game. Oh, goodness. You only have 5th floor. You have a long way to go to my boss. This is the gym, right? Sorry, it's my first day. I'm kind of lost. I did not know that was there. We study Pokeball technology on this floor. You can tell Giovanni's getting desperate because he's just hiring jugglers to join Team Rocket now. He's got multiple child soldiers dressed up as scientists. Dude is getting desperate. I hate Rage so much. It's such a terrible move. I should have just raged there. I mean, I kind of did, but I meant the King's Okay, Magmar, you can come out and do something, right? Oh, okay, so it's Silph Co. that's hiring children. That's crazy. Can't believe there's child labor in Kanto. You know, maybe Team Rocket are the good guys. Maybe Silph are the bad guys. Maybe the rival was just trying to stop us from aiding the evil corporation of Silph Co. Maybe the rival's a good guy too, and we're the bad one, you know? You ever think about that? I mean, we did kill his pet rat. We get a free Master Ball for doing this. You know what? Never mind. I love evil corporations. I love child labor. I don't love poison, though. I am one of the 4 Rocket Brothers. One-shot choke. I'm surprised I one-shot. It was kind of weak. Okay, let's see how much this does. Alright, yeah. Yeah, level 40! Flame out. Like all the Silco employees are in here. Zubat. I kinda just want to rage this thing, because like, what is Zubat doing to us? Hit the supersonic. They always do that. Oh my god, I'm gonna be... It's very funny how Zubat just learns... well, I guess that makes sense. Like, as long as it learns Supersonic first, it's not too strange, and it has Confuse Ray also. But there are also a lot of mons that just have both, and it's funny. On their movesets. The trainer in... Oh, okay. Well, I can't switch Kangaskhan out unless it kills this one too. Well, look at that. Unfortunately, Kangaskhan does not get any stronger by just killing itself. So, you know, there's a lesson in there, I think. Alright. So what's over here? Lots of items. Lots of items. That we don't have any room for. Right. Well, we toss the... but it's money, though. And toss the full heal. And toss the hyper potion we got. I bought a bunch of X items that I'm not sure I'm ever gonna use, but like, what else am I using my money on at this point? That was kind of my logic going into that. HP up, okay. X accuracy. Not that we can use that. Okay. Kangaskhan can go out for ducks, I guess. That rotten president, he shouldn't have sent me to the Tixie branch. Tixie? Where's that? When are we going to that region? Ducks. Sand Slash. Yeah, the thing is, we've kind of already got a full team, so we don't really have much of a need for Great Balls. I guess we could get Repels. The only real dungeon we have left is, that we really need to go through is Victory Road, so... Oh, don't poison Doc. Oh my god, every time. Magneton, I kinda just wanna switch to Sand Slash. There we go. Magnemite. Strength? Strength will probably kill. There we go. And another coughing. Coughing. Goodbye. Dixie Branch, it's in Russian no man's land. What is Russia? If we ever do get a Russian region and there isn't Silph Co is not represented there whatsoever, then Game Freak are frauds. I'm sorry. It has to be said. Here. Better not fumble that. Oh, I can still use Slash. It's not a guaranteed crit for ducks, but it's close. Ah! I was gonna say, if using Fly is kind of bad when I'm poisoned, because I'm just gonna keep taking the damage. I'm just gonna just slowly die as I kill everything with Fly. Bingo! Yeah, okay. Ditch the axe accuracy. TMO3, what is that? Swords Dance! That's fun. Can't use it though. I need to put my HMs away. What is TMO6? Toxic. I don't know. We can toss Toxic. I like your 74 fresh waters. Thank you! It's the only healing item we can use. Hello, Pesos. Welcome to the stream. Guys, did you know that they are remaking this game on the Nintendo Switch? Crazy, I know. You can go onto your Switch right now and you can get the remake for this game. That's right. You can get Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Right now. It's good outside of the catching mechanics. Yeah, from what I've seen, it looks nice. I mean, like, it's gonna be it's super easy, like, the partner Pokemon is, like, overpowered. Also, from what I've seen, but, like, yeah, it's fine. like there's one scene late in the game where, well, it's kind of weird, right? Because I mean, the character you're playing as is explicitly not red, because red and blue and green actually show up in the games. And that means there's a scene I really like late in the game where Professor Oak pretends to forget Blue's name, and then he just tells him nobody likes it. Nobody thinks that joke's is funny anymore, Gramps. I don't know. I thought it was funny. Kangaskhan, I guess. We can just keep using strength. I didn't use the actual characters. It is a little strange. Cause it's like, it's weird, cause like, red, blue, and green are already there, and they're already like, treated as like super strong trainers, but it's also like kind of like, but also it's kind of like acting like red and blue didn't actually happen, so it's just kind of weird. I don't know, weird timeline shenanigans that we should probably not take that seriously. Golbat, the best gem on spray, or one of the really good ones. It's so good. Oh, confused Ray. It's fine, we'll hit him eventually. And he stole Leaf from us. Well, it's okay, we're gonna get it back soon. And when they really bring back Fire Red, Leaf Green. The actual remix they just announced it. I'm just kind of wondering why they did that 7 days before Pokemon Day, but like, alright. I'm not gonna complain. I mean, I'm not gonna get them because I have Fire Red and Leaf Green, so I just figured that, like, oh, there's probably gonna be a lot of parents out there who's like, the kids want another Pokemon game, and they're gonna see a cheap option, and I'll be like, okay, I'll just give them this. That'll be good, because Fire Red and Leaf Green are pretty good games. $10 cheaper than when they launched 20 years ago. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have like too strong of opinion on like game prices. Like, yeah, it kind of sucks when whenever games go from like 50 to 60 or 60 to 70, but like, it's just kind of like, oh, it's one of those, oh, it is what it is. Sometimes I'll just wait for a sale for some games. That's what you gotta do. There's a lot of games out there, so hopefully by the time I'm finished with everything else I'm trying to play, there'll be a sale on something. Pokemon games actually showing up again. Yeah! I mean, I think that'd be nice if they just, like, re-release a bunch of the ports to, like, kind of, like, bridge the gap between mainline releases. Because it does seem like they actually are taking at least a little bit more time with the games now. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. It might just be me. But people thought we would see Gen 10 at the previous presents, and we didn't. So we might just see it in this one. I mean, like, I feel like probably, right? It's probably gonna be Gen 10 presents. It feels like the right time. This is the part where I am not... I'm a little bit regretting not being able to use antidotes, but it's fine. If we can get a birth price in the DS games at 40 like they originally were, oh, that'd be rough. Yeah, I don't know if I'd pay like 40 for DS games, but like I don't know. It's just everyone's gonna have a different everyone's gonna have a different opinion on what's gonna be what's acceptable and whatnot. So. It'll probably also depend on like how much they like the games. Like if someone's like a super big Gen 4 fan, you know, they'd probably be more willing to pay a little bit extra. I think when the Gen 1 games, I think when they came to the 3DS, it goes like over 200 on eBay. Yeah, they all go for like insane prices. From what I remember, but I think when the when Red and Blue and Yellow and everything got released on the Game Boy Virtual Console for 3DS, I think they were a bit more expensive than most of the other Game Boy games. I might be mistaken, but I feel like Pokemon's always kind of like that. With those 10, I forgot. I think they were. Oh, maybe I could check it. I guess the shop is down now, so. Oh yeah, they were $9.99. So a little pricier than most of the other, Game Boy games. Is it the beds? Can we heal in these? No, I don't think it's this one. I think there's a lady in the room, where the healing beds are. Now, I don't know why some beds are not for healing and other ones aren't. It is how it is, I guess. Oh, look, another wheezing. Thank goodness, it had been too long since a rocket grunt has thrown out a wheezing or a coughing at me. Golbat. I think we'll have enough PP to get through Giovanni, and then after that, well, we just go to the mansion, I think. No, we'd have to do Sabrina. Well, I guess we don't have to, but... Yeah, I mean, like, if you're the type of person who just wants to play, like, 1 or 2 games, like, if you want to play the old Marios or the Zelda, maybe it's... that are on then like I can see that, but then like if you're buying like 10, 15 games, that really does start to add up. And like the subscription service is like starts to look a little bit more appealing, which is what, you know, I get why they're kind of going for that, because that's kind of what everyone is going for now. Like movie passes, yeah. There is a convenience factor to just, you play them a lot, the subscription starts paying itself, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's a lot of convenience in just having all these options available, like, the main disadvantage, which is that they're gonna be drip-fed to you, is, like, yeah, it sucks, but I feel like there were a lot of complaints of drip-feeding, in the original, too. In the, for the, a lot of things for drip feeding in, the previous virtual consoles. Like, I remember Super Mario RP, maybe that's like an domestic example. That's probably a rights issue that they're probably working out. But like Super Smash 64, that's taking forever to release on this service, but I remember it took forever to release on the original Virtual Console too, so like if they're gonna drip feed anyway, I can see some people preferring the subscription option. Cause like, drip feeding just kind of serves the same purpose, even whether it's a subscription service or just actually games that you buy individually. Because it's like, even on like a virtual console thing, it's like if they just say, oh, there are now 20 new games that you can buy, it's like people just might get, you know, overwhelmed. But if they're like, oh, we put 2 new games that you can buy now, and then one of them's like Super Smash Bros. 64. People are like, oh, that sounds nice, I'll get that one. But like if Super Smash Bros. 64 is like part of like 20 games that they're vomiting all on it at once, then you might just get over it. And then I think that's just the logic. It's being used for both systems. Switch's lifespan. It does seem a bit like I get a lot. I'm thinking on it, and I mean, a lot of people saying it does. The Switch 2's like year 1 doesn't seem as strong as the Switch 1's, and yeah, that's very true. And I guess a part of that is like for Switch 1, they knew they had to like come out all guns blazing. They knew they needed like a bunch of hits on year 1, and that's why we got a new mainline Zelda and a new mainline Mario in 1 year. But yeah, it's not bad. With a bunch of NSO exclusive games, it's not like horrendous. But like what they have is like not horrendous, but like it's not beating Switch 1. Launch year, I don't think. We also haven't gotten like a new first party direct, so we don't know everything that's coming out this year. don't remember the Switch ones first year much. Honestly, aside from Zelda and Mario, I don't remember too much either. But like that alone is just that alone, that's selling a bunch of copies. Maybe they might end up like Wii U. I think Nintendo's been a little worried about that too. Okay, goodbye, Kangaskhan. It was nice having you around, I guess. This is why we don't use Rage. One of the many, many reasons why we do not use Rage. But yeah, now that they've already built up a bunch of momentum for Switch, they seem... It's like didn't feel the need to have a whole bunch of stuff to say. And like even the big games that are releasing for Switch 2, like Metroid Prime 4, are also on Switch 1. And I mean, like, that's probably obviously because they promised Metroid Prime 4 was going to be on Switch 1 initially. But I think this year we're going to start seeing, we're just going to start seeing them fully transition away from the Switch 1. Like, there's probably still going to be a few games that are going to be on Switch 1, but I feel like we're gonna see most of the heavy hits. There's just being Switch 2 exclusive. If not this year, then definitely next year. Also, yes, I just used a bed because you see, there is no I, O, or U in bed. So it's perfectly fine. Yep, they're kind of using the Switch 1 upgrades to kind of serve as like, well, it's like, okay, now you can play your Switch 1 games, but it actually runs kind of not, well, but it runs a lot better now, and I kind of. And, you know, just having people pay a small fee, they're just kind of like, it's in between major releases, I suppose. Play Odyssey 120 FPS, wow. Xenoblade 1 to 3 next, that'd be great. Yeah. I guess since X was just recently ported, I guess it makes sense that they, gave that one an upgrade first. I heard it's not like the greatest looking update in handheld mode, but hopefully they fix that. Alright, how many more floors of this place are we gonna have to go through? We gotta be near the top of this break. I just want all that juicy experience. Backpedal and the graphics don't matter. Yeah. And they don't matter until suddenly you... until suddenly console's competitive in the graphics department again. Very funny. Welcome 10. Okay, yeah, we're on floor 10. Like, I never necessarily minded that, Nintendo games tended to be, consoles tended to be weak, but, that there was an area where a lot of their games were just generally on weaker hardware. But man, it's really nice to play some of these games at, much higher resolutions now. Some of them look really, really nice. Like Metroid Prime 4, you know, for the problems it has, it looks really gorgeous. That's not one of the problems it has, because it looks wonderful. Now, what am I discarding next? What TM is this? Oh, cool, self-destruct. Yeah, I want to teach that to all my Pokemon. Get out of here. Carbos. Takedown. That's no. Rare candy. That's something we can actually use, but I don't want to use it right now. So we can probably just toss this other TM too. Swords Dance. That'd be really nice if I could use it. I could just sell these for TMs, but that would take just a little too long getting out of here and selling a bunch of crap. And also, money is not that important to us right now. I think that's Earthquake. It would be really nice if we could use that and teach it to Sandslash. Oh, just a lady in here. Okay. And I remember correctly, there's just one singular grunt in here. Because we need to go to floor 3 and find the right teleporter to get to Giovanni. Oh my god, this guy has 5. Dude, why are you wasting my time with Rattata? Like, what are you expecting to do with this? Okay, there we go, level 40. Trying to learn Harden. Oh, hell yeah. Let's learn Harden at level 40. Alright, I know Harden is a legal move, but Guillotine is just too cool. I don't want to cut it. I guess I will. Goodbye, Guillotine. Defense. Oh, these movesets are so good. I mean, I would rather learn Crab Hammer than Harden, so I'm glad Crab Hammer came first, but my goodness. Oh no, Quick Attack. It's Iron Gen too. That's nice. I'm glad they finally gave the Krabby line some love in, for the Gigantamax form, because I always liked Krabby. It was probably just because of the anime, but I liked Krabby and Kingler. Also, we can never let Krabby evolve. Not necessarily because he has an eye, because Kingler has an eye in it, but also because Kingler looks cursed in this game, because his two claws are the same size. And that's what makes the sprite terrible. Kingler in this game has two claws of the exact same size, which is really cursed, because that's not supposed to happen. That should be illegal. Kingler is supposed to have one really, really big claw and one tiny one. Alright, it's on that one. This one? Yes. The rival. Let's put Kid. I don't know. Okay, Krabby's probably fine. Oh, I forgot that. He was kind of turned the other way. Shinkrata overshadowed Kingler. Yeah. I like Kingler more, but Krata's okay. It's unfortunate that PP Max does not exist in this game, because we could use PP Max, but we can't use PPO. Very, very sad. I just don't think PP Max is in this game. Goodbye, Cubone. So this is the guy that Giovanni decided to have protect him, huh? This is like the main guy that Giovanni's having guard him, huh? You couldn't get anyone better than this guy? Alright. That was a crit. I got a crit too. So you want to see my boss? Yeah, kinda. I'll probably need to make room for that. For the Master Ball. Earthquake. Man, what a garbage move. Who would want to use Earthquake? Get out of here. Giovanni. He starts with Neo, you know. I did not remember that. I thought he started with like Onyx or something. It's probably the last fight. We'll just switch to Kadabra then. Ow. Oh, Kangaskhan, well... I think Sand Slash would be how we muscle through this. Only level 35, huh? It's interesting they gave him Kangaskhan. I guess a lot of people theorize that Kangaskhan was once, going to be part of the Marowak line, or was gonna be Marowak. Whatever, so that would have made it a ground type. But he's not a ground type now. Rhyhorn, alright, Krabby. It's your time to shine. Show us your powerful crab hammer off your like 40 base special. That's probably still enough to kill this thing, right? Easy. Nidoqueen. We'll probably just go back to Great Cadabra. It's funny how Blue takes over the gym. Instead of playing by the rules, he just bodies kids with his regular team. I think Gary would be the guy who doesn't have separate teams for people who are just starting out in Kanto. Oh, just like in Pallet Town, they just go up to Viridian and then instead of like throwing out like a Pidgey or something, he's just like, nah, it's fine. I'm just gonna send out my little 60 Pidgeot and murder some child's little rat. Reflect. I mean, we could use it. Goodbye, confusion. You've ruined our plans for Sylph. Team Rocket will never fail. Okay, goodbye. When he took out Tyranitar, he just replaces it with Tyranitar later. I think we could escape up out of here. Oh, I went to my house! I thought it would bring me to the... That's weird, how does that work? I thought it would just bring me outside the Sylph building. Alright. Time to beat Sabrina. Sabrina's like one of the trainers, that they kind of tweaked her AI in yellow version, and by tweaked her AI, I mean they just kind of made her dumber for the most part. Because they're, well, I mean, her smart AI, quote unquote, had some problems with it. Should I just, yeah, I can just sell everything here. Let's do that. Oh, I have so much money. Carbos. Who needs it? I guess I'll sell an escape rope. Protein. Isn't her entire team just an Alakazam? In yellow, it's Abracadabra Alakazam. Yeah. Yellow made some funny decisions with the gym leader teams. I would be very impressed if Giovanni 2 somehow managed to wipe me with my nearly fully healed team. Who we putting out in front? Probably Kangaskhan, right? Kangaskhan or Sandslash are probably going to be the best bets for this. So I know if you just keep going down and to the left or down and to the right, depending on what side you end up on, you'll eventually reach her. Oh hey guys, look, it's Slowpoke. He's going to tell us about the new remakes on Switch. No, he was going to tell us about Let's Go Pikachu. Goodbye, Slowpoke. Oh, and there's another one! Guys, he's gonna tell us about Fire Red and Leaf Green. Releasing on the Game Boy Advance. No, no. Leer. Oh boy, we got Leer. I really wanted to lead Rage. Like, I don't care if I can tech. It's legal. I hate Rage. Goodbye, He was too slow to tell us. Alright, I don't know. Alright, Slowpoke. I don't know what this guy's telling us. Maybe this guy's still stuck on Red and Blue. He doesn't realize there are remakes at all. He just thinks Red and Blue just first came out. True, they cut him from Leaf Green so he can only tell us half the story. Oh no! We have to ask Lord Starmie the other story. How could they cut Slowpoke? Knowing Slowpoke, he probably didn't realize that they made the remakes 2 versions too. He thought it was only one game, so that's why he only shows up in Fire Red. Don't worry, in like 30 years, you'll be able to catch Slowpoke in Leaf Green, because that's when he'll figure out. All right, what are we doing for Ghastly Kadabra, I guess. That's right. Ghost moves don't affect me, because this game is perfectly balanced. See ya, Ghastly. And Hunter. Golduck and Slowpoke for Fire Red and Starmie and Cloyster for Leaf Green. You know, it does make a little bit of sense to split up the water types, because Gen 1 has like 20 billion water types. So, it helps variety if you like kind of cut some of them out. Have Ghastly too. Alright, back to Kadabra. If you get stuck with Stone Needles, it's very rude. You can buy them in Celadon, that's not too bad. And also Starmie's probably like the best, well, Starmie and Cloyster are probably better than Slowbro and Golduck, to be fair. Like, Slowbro's pretty good. I don't know about Golduck. So you have your give and your take. Yep, you're pretty good. Slowbro's kind of like one of the Mons that's like sort of a know-you, but he's kind of like teetering in Yu-Yu, because like, yeah, he's kind of like the best Mon that gets amnesia that's not called Mewtwo, but also he's just so slow. I mean, it's in his name, but like, he's so slow. And Golduck also gets amnesia, but it's just kind of, its stats are just kind of middling, from what I remember. Okay, Nightshade will hurt me. did not kill, huh? Crazy. Rare footage of Kadabra not being able to kill something in one hit. I knew it. Healing back up. Saffron Gym is famous for all its psychics. You want to see Sabrina? I can tell. Oh, gee, how'd you figure that out, man? The fact that I'm in the gym? Guy who's a psychic but only says the most incredibly obvious things. I predict that tomorrow the sun will rise. Oh my god. Oh, muscling through. I'm glad Sabrina doesn't. Does she have slow blow? I don't think she does. I hope not. Because muscling through slow blow gonna suck. I don't even want to think about Lorelai's slow blow. That's gonna be awful. Stop doing that. I predict that Pokemon will turn 30 next week. Ah, see there, we made it. Alright. I believe she leads off with Venomoth, I want to say? So we must lead with, Kadabra. Slowpoke's kind of a menace. Yeah, I was talking shit about him earlier. And then he showed me. He showed me. Alright, so there's kind of like a reason why they kind of messed with Sabrina's AI in yellow, and it's probably because she's kind of prone to soft locking you in some situations. Oh hey, it's Kadabra versus Kadabra. Let's not do that. We'll send in the ducks. So it's her Alakazam specifically that has some really funny AI, because its moveset is like Recover, Reflect, Psywave, and Psychic, I believe. And the problem with that is, like, if you try to send in a Psychic type against her AI gets really confused. Because her smart AI is supposed to only use, not very effective moves if she has no other options. And the AI is smart enough to know that Recover and Reflect aren't damaging moves, so they aren't considered. But the thing is, Psywave is a move that's not affected by type effectiveness, so it just does set damage based on your... It just does semi-set damage based on your level. So the AI will see that Psywave is not super... Psywave being not affected by type effectiveness is a valid choice. So it'll be like, okay, I don't need to resort to using Psychic on a Psychic type, because I can just use Psywave. And then it goes to another check to determine what move it's actually going to use once Psywave passes the first check. But the problem is, the second check only checks the type of the move, not if it's actually super effective or not very effective. Which is stupid, because basically what happens is that Sabrina's AI determines that the only attacking move it should use is Psywave, and then it immediately determines that it should not use Psywave, and that is why if you send out a Psychic type against Sabrina, she will do nothing but spam recover, because her AI confuses itself. Because Generation 1 is a fantastic game with perfect coding. They could have slapped Sabrina as a champion with every Psychic time she came in. Yeah, honestly. She's definitely the hardest gym leader. Like, what are you gonna do about a team with full Psychics? There's no Dark type. Ghost types don't work. Psywave, thank you. Everyone has Psychic powers. Yep, it only costs Dux' life. Oh shoot. I'm just going in a circle right now. Chat, we have a problem. Well, I'll find a way. Now we go up, and then this way. There we go. That's it. Alright, I remembered. Alright, now we're going back to Cinnabar. Slowbro, Starmie, Hypno, Jinx, Executor, Alakazam. Mewtwo, yeah, if you want to be really mean. I should store things in the PC. Nah, Bill's PC. Alright, we're gonna want to deposit HM11 and the card key. Anything else? Rare candy. Master Ball. I guess Psywave, because that is a legal move. Mr. Mania. Hypno, Jinx, Executor, Alec. Oh, yeah. Are there any other Psychics? That might be all of them. Yeah, there's enough to form a full team of them. I didn't even get a chance to finish a sentence. Who we putting in front? My good pal Krabby is gonna be in front. What are we doing here? I guess explore the first floor first. Escape route. Not bad. think there are a few things here that you can find at higher than level 40, but they're very rare. So we should be good. For the most part. Is there a trainer over here? Nope, just this. I can't remember if you want to press that or not. We'll figure it out. This place isn't too complex. I kind of completely forgot about this place when I was like, oh yeah, the only dungeon we have left is a Victory Road. No, we still have the mansion. Like how the burglars look in this game. They look a little silly. Ninetales! Alright, Krabby, you got this, right? This giant fox. Okay, it's only using quick attack. We're good. Oh, Krabby, I really wish you had slightly higher special. It's fine. It'll kill what it needs to. Krabby, you're perfect the way it is. Never mind. You don't need more special, Krabby. See, he's so perfect the way he is, I didn't even evolve him. Okay, Charmander, you didn't need we don't need a crab hammer back, do we? We'll just muscle through. No. Charmeleon. See, Magmar's gonna be kind of bad for like a while, because he's not going to be useful here, and he's not going to be useful against Giovanni. Now maybe he can pick up a couple kills in Victory Road, but oh no, my bag of loot. Alright. Use a switch to get in there. Okay, this is just all the lore on Mewtwo and Mew. All those books. Calcium. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that, I'm thinking about it, well, I guess this place has more to do with Mewtwo, because I was going to say, why didn't they just put Moltres here? But no, this place has more to do with Mewtwo than the birds. Scientists in there. Iron. Between this place and Silph, they give you a lot of vitamins. Who wouldn't? I forget which one. You need to fall down here. Magnemite. Okay, here's something that, Magmar can probably kill. Magneton. Lack of strength is just something we have on most of our team, because this was just, it really is just one of the best options available to a lot of our mons. Strength. It's just all reliable. We can do this. There we go. Okay, I think it's this one. Nope. Alright, it's the other one, yep. They made a volcano just for Moltres. He's still kind of like in an awkward place because you have to go to a separate set of islands that are not in Kanto to get him. Yeah. It does feel a little weird just in the cave in Gen 2. Oh, that's right. Isn't Moltres just in Mount Silver for some reason? He's just kind of there. You know, on the ice. He mountain tops. He's just kind of chilling, I guess. I like how Moltres just kind of keeps moving homes, I guess. Oh no, light screen. Wheezing. He's at the train with Red Doom. Oh, see, Red likes the red one the best. It makes sense. Sandslash, why are you poisoned again? Key, I don't know what you're talking about. I like a Red here just kind of assumes we'll find the key to the gem in this random burnt down mansion. It's very funny. There's just like an exit there for some reason. I get it. It's a way to quickly leave if you don't have an escape rope. But it's kind of, but there's probably been at least one kid, and by at least one kid I mean me, who has accidentally taken that exit and just left the dungeon and had to do it again. I thought there was Sandslash dying. Full restore. Uh-oh, where am I now? I really wish Krabby would have like a third good move. He runs out of PB so quickly. Which is Crabhammer. Oh, Krabby, what did you miss? Oh, Crabhammer is such a garbage move, but it's the best option we have. It's really bad, especially in Gen 1. TM14. Who wouldn't? Just heal everyone a bit with our good old water. And is this guy the last trainer? Oh, I think just one more. It's nice to have a mostly fully evolved team, though. Before we were just trying to bulldoze through everything with Charmander. Just right. Electrode. I think we'll, by the time we get to the Elite Four, we'll probably be late 40s? That sounds about right, I think. Maybe mid-40s. Another rare candy. Mess around the red party cup. We're sharing all of our EXP very carefully. We don't want anyone to fall behind. Dux may be dead, but it's okay. He gains experience quickly. He'll be fine. Alright, secret key. Well, we can just escape right now. And we're back home! Look at that! Alright, let's fly on Dux's unconscious body to Cinnabar. Get it right, and over to the next room. Get it wrong and hit a trainer. Kirby evolves the brother for yes. That's all these trick questions. Oh, Blaine. I can still talk to you, right? Yep. This gym is really funny, and let's go. Another Growlithe, wow. Okay, it's killing sometimes, so it's not too bad. Alright, 42. I have no strengths left. That's not good. Flamethrower. That's gonna hurt a bit. Okay. Ninetales. We might get whittled down a little bit before we get to Blaine. Starting to finish you. Time to use my many pure fresh water. I almost said pure water. We're getting to the point where fresh water is not doing much, but I don't know, I feel like they can still help out in a pinch. Probably 5 more trainers after this guy, yeah, before Blaine. Yeah, we'll end things off on beating Blaine, and then we'll go over to Giovanni. We probably only got, like... Oh, jeez. After this stream, it's probably just 2 more streams, including the finale, so that's exciting. I'm finally gonna beat the challenge. Full picks again. I guess we just Sand Slash. Yeah, after like the initial early game hurdles of just trying to use Charmander and trying to raise up a Paris of all things, it wasn't too bad. Turns out I mean, like, we're not using the most optimal moves available, but, like, Slash is putting in the work. Slash is, Slash and Strength, honestly. Yeah, hot. You can't win, I've studied Pokemon totally. These guys all have a lot of runs. You started on Mewtwo's birthday and you ended on Pokemon's 30th, that's crazy. I wish I could say I planned that. Alright. Everyone's just kind of running out of PP. You know, I really should dip into the elixirs and ethers I have, but like... I don't know, I was just thinking, oh, I want to save them for the Elite Four. And like, that maybe that is the option, right? Maybe that is the play, but like... Man, it'd be nice if I could just pop an elixir, and then mons are good to go. I just like using fire Pokemon. No, I'm not an arsonist. Really, I swear. Blaine just has a bunch of burglars in his gym. You must tell you plan from the start. I mean, yeah, of course. Too hot to handle. Oh, this guy only has one. Just like, oh, the last one did too. Oh my god. I like how the one guy just had a level 41 Ponyta, and this one guy has like a level 41 Rapidash. Those are their only mods, and it's like, alright, well, I guess they don't have too many fire types to work with, and they want to save Magmar for Blaine exclusive. Just wait a minute, Blaine doesn't even have Magmar in red and blue. They had no excuse. Why didn't they give one of these guys Magmar? They're like 3 fire types, and they don't want to give anyone Charmander or Charizard, and they don't want to give anyone Magmar. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone who uses Magmar in this game. That's weird. Fire Punch. Oh, I wish. Oh, I really do wish. Well, we can't use Confuse Ray either, so... It's just kind of funny how he learns nothing for 38 levels and then bam, 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 bam! All these moves. Leer, Confuse Ray, Fire Punch. Well, time to rage. Let's see how far we can rage until Kangaskhan dies. That's my favorite game to play. Yowza, too hot. Alright, this should be the last trainer before Blaine. Fire is weak against H2O. Alright, nerd. I'm about to bully your dog. Stop missing, I need my rage to be stronger. No, don't do that. Whatever works. Speed type. No, it just uses quick attack. I was gonna say with speed type with the Vulpixes. Oh, snuffed out. This is a really long pause. Alright. Alright, 7 Gym Leader, let's go! I am Blaine, I'm the leader of Cinnabon Gym. You better have Burn Heal. There it is, everyone, the famous line. Unfortunately, we can't use Burn Heal, so that I think the challenge might be doomed, guys. 42, my goodness. Alright. That's one down. Ponyta. Super Potion. I like how you can outspeed Blaine using a Super Potion in this game. For some reason. Also, using Super Potions when, like, his mons are in the 40s is very funny. It's like Blaine's doing a challenge with us. He can't, or maybe he just can't afford better healing items. You know, maybe if he didn't have his gym locked, he would have more challenges, so he would have more money to buy healing items that don't suck at this point in the game. Also, why is this strategy working? Alright, now he's at the evolved ones. Now we're gonna die, right? Yep, probably. Alright, either I die, or I just get out of this with, like, +6 attack. One of these things is gonna happen. Okay. Okay, just gonna tail whip. Oh, we might actually beat this entire gym with just rage, huh? Alright, Arcanine. Big bad Arcanine. Level 40 billion, right? He'll take us down. Oh my god. Oh, there was a crit, so it didn't take in the attack raises. Ooh, nasty. Oh, he got a crit too. Alright, Krabby, it's your time to shine. Super Potion. Oh, nice, it's a 2-shot, assuming we get another crit. Oh, you jerk. And assuming Krabby doesn't miss. Okay, he missed too. This battle's going fantastic. Everyone's missing. Are you kidding me? I don't think we can kill him. Oh, but if he takedowns, maybe he weakens himself enough. Oh, it's gonna be close. Yeah, Krabby! We did it! Heightens the special abilities of your Pokemon. Oh god, I need that. wouldn't feel bad if I didn't get my reward, even if I can't use it. Charmeleon or Ponyta would be good bets. Why those two specifically? That's 7 down, 1 to go. Poor Sandslash has been poisoned this entire time. And I just refuse to let him die. He's like, please put me out of my misery, and I say no. If I have to suffer, so do you. I'm gonna toss the escape rope. You don't need it anymore? Alright. There we go. Next, that's gonna be it for today's stream. Next time, we're gonna be taking on the final gem and making our way through Victory Road. See you guys then.